Spotlight today, it was a day full of twists and turns. At the center of it all, GMU's President Gregory Washington. So supporters feared his job was on the line amid federal investigations into the school's diversity practices when it comes to student resources and faculty hiring. But get this, instead, after a closed-door session, the Board of Visitors decided to give him a raise. Our Matthew Torres spent the day on the campus of GMU, where supporters say they will continue to fight against what they call political interference.
It happens every year.
POV has got to go.
But this summer's Board of Visitors meeting at George Mason University hit a different note. A rallying cry to fight for GMU President Gregory Washington as the campus faces 4 federal investigations, including allegations of racial discrimination in employment. Last month, the Department of Justice accused Washington of using race and sex to motivate who is hired to achieve diversity goals.
I think the president, as a president, has done the best job that he possibly could under the circumstances.
I do think that some of the criticisms that are being made against them are unfair and unfounded.
Dozens of supporters, including faculty and students, fear his job is under attack by political interference as the Trump administration targets higher ed and DEI policies. They argued the 12th board member appointed by Republican Governor Glenn Youngkin needs to back him up.
Call on the board to evaluate the president and to reaffirm their confidence in the president, because by far this president is the finest president we've had at George Mason University in the 20 years that I've worked here.
We support Gregory Washington.
But after a 3-hour closed-door meeting following Washington's presentation on the university's goals and accomplishments under his leadership, a much different tune. The board decided Washington will now get a 1.5% pay raise. That's an $823,000 salary.
And I think that this shows that people can stand up for our public institutions and for democracy, and that's important today.
Does this pay raise mean you have full confidence in Mr. Washington as a president?
But there are questions if the support will continue.
I'll pass. I think the board's actions speak for itself.
George Mason isn't going anywhere. So we are going to get through this, and then we're going to move on to the next level.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Washington did not answer our questions after the meeting, but GMU says in a statement the focus now is on the new class.
With President Washington still on board, he says his goals moving forward is to make sure that kids are set up for success amid the economic uncertainty, increasing the presence of artificial intelligence in learning lessons and operations, capital projects, as well as creating a system to handle the political scrutiny. On the campus of GMU, Matthew Torres, WUSA 9.